Hello and welcome to the VSM live stream. Excited to have you with us. I'm Mike, the youth pastor of Vineyard Student Ministries in Gilbert, Arizona. Super pumped to have you guys here. If you are watching this on YouTube, be sure to like and subscribe to us for our daily videos and just, you never know what content we're going to come up with. So today, um, this is a really interesting time because we're getting ready to go into Mother's Day weekend. And I know that with Mother's Day coming up, a lot of times plans don't always go well as planned. And, we've had, everybody's probably had to make adjustments as necessary depending on what you were hoping to accomplish or what you were hoping to do. But in thinking and planning for today, we originally had a guest planned, but it didn't quite work out as we had hoped, and we're going to reschedule that. It's the never-ending search to do this, and so we're going to make it happen. But and this is probably something that I'll share as a devotional this weekend or something. But I wanted to share something that really always stuck out to me, and this is something that I've said and used even when I was a children's pastor for years. This is a common encouragement that I would give, and it's something that, and I'm not reusing it because it's an oldie but a goodie, but it's just something that we should never grow tired of. And so my goal is for us to have a reminder about no matter what we do, no matter how we do it, just to remember the focus of Mother's Day. And so I wanted to share something with you guys. And so I'm going to be sharing a scripture from John chapter 19, and we're going to start in verse 26. And just to give you a little bit of background on what's going on here, Jesus is on the cross right now, and this is like the escapade, the adventure, and I shouldn't say adventure, just the timeline of what was happening as Jesus was hanging on the cross. Now remember, Jesus, even though he's the Son of God, is taken on the form of a man. He became man, and so he is going through incredible torture. This will not end until it ends in death, and he is in a lot of pain and suffering. And this just always stuck out to me. And so, basically, Jesus looks over and he sees his mom and he sees his disciple, John, standing next to her. And it says, starting in verse 26 of John chapter 19, when Jesus saw his mother and the disciple whom he loved standing nearby, he said to his mother, "Woman, behold your son." And then he said to the disciple, "Behold your mother." And from that hour the disciple took her to his own home. Now, a lot of times we hear that, and we may have heard that scripture, you may not have heard that scripture, but I like to go a little deeper. And so, in doing some research and taking this even further, here was the thing. First of all, just from an observation standpoint, Jesus was on the cross. He looks down and he sees his mom. And I can't imagine as a parent, let alone as a mom, from the mother perspective of that, what it would be like to see your son being tortured. And Jesus, in the middle of all of this that he's going through, wants to make sure that his mom is taken care of. Now, when it says woman, it's a term of respect and endearment, and some scholars have speculated that the reason why he didn't say mother was because he knew that if he were to call her mother, she would have been subjected to a lot of ridicule and a lot of insults, and he didn't want to do that. But it was more of a respect of endearment and a term of endearment. And in the Jewish culture, the oldest son, and in this case, in Jesus' case, the only son, when the father passed away, and Joseph hadn't been around for years, he passed away years prior, was responsible for taking care of the mother. So by him looking at John and saying, "Woman, behold thy son," and "Son, behold thy mother," what he's doing is, even as he's on the cross, even as he's looking down and he's in pain and he's fulfilling what he's been called to do, it was on his mind to make sure that his mom was taken care of. And this is not a guilt trip saying, well, if Jesus cared about his mom, then you should too, although that's pretty much true. But it's more of the idea that, look at the importance that Jesus had on the mom, on his mom. And to me, it speaks to the importance of the mother and the family dynamic. And so, whatever you do this weekend, and this is going to be a short live stream, I see we only have a couple people on right now, so you can catch the replay. No matter what you do, make it about honoring. Make it about honoring not just the moms in your life. Now, for some, you may not have a mom in your life at the moment, but you may have somebody who's been like a mother type figure to you, somebody who's been like a mom to you, and maybe that's where you gravitate towards. But it's about honor and it's about appreciation. And this is not a guilt trip, it's just a reminder that, you know, if you can't do what you wanted to do because of the circumstances, don't beat yourself up. Or if you're thinking, I don't know what I'm going to do, I'm not really sure what I need to do, just remember, it's about honor and appreciation and making sure, like, are we honoring to the moms and the mother figures in our lives, or the spirit, those who maybe have been like a spiritual mother to us, or to those that have had like a strong female presence in their lives that have taken care of them and whatnot. But just that always stands out to me this time of year, and it's just something I always feel the need to share. And so I hope, my prayer is that that's what we do this week. This weekend, Sunday, we're not going to have a game night for youth night this Sunday because we're going to make it about the moms. We're going to make it about having a day devoted to that. And so we'll pick things back up next week. But my prayer is that you all have an incredible weekend. To the moms out there, may you be loved, may you be esteemed, may you understand how important you are to the family structure and to people's lives. And selfishly, since I have a camera at my disposal, happy Mother's Day to my mom, Linda Gay, who taught me a lot and who was always there to talk to and really showed me what it meant to be sacrificial in how they mothered, and how to parent. And so also want to give a special happy Mother's Day to the mother of my children, my wife Becca, and just thank you for everything that you do for our family, the things that you do that don't get noticed, the things that you do behind the scenes that people don't see and that our kids don't see. We wouldn't be the family we are without you, and mean that in so many ways. Hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful weekend, and we will see you on Monday at 2 p.m. when we lay out what lies for the week ahead. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. You are loved. We'll talk to you later. Bye.